What up, all my fight fans? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I want to talk to you guys about the lightweight division in the UFC. First of all, we got Ilia Topuria talking about how he has this big announcement and how it's going to really surprise us all. And also, I would like to talk about the rest of the lightweight division, which is by far the most exciting division in the UFC. There's a lot going on that we got to unpack here. So first of all, what is Ilia Topuria's surprise? You know, what's next for the champion of Islam Makhachev, and what's next for the rest of the division? We already know that we got Michael Chandler versus Paddy coming up next month, which is going to be a good fight. You know, that's going to say a lot of things. We got Dustin Poirier talking about a retirement fight. So, I mean, like I said, the lightweight division is just such a mess, but in a good way. There's just so many exciting matchups that we could potentially have. So, first of all, let's talk about Ilia. Ilia, you know, will we be surprised if he's next up for Islam? No, not really. We all kind of want that. You know, there's others that want Ilia to take a tune-up match first. But I think if it ends up being too much too soon for Ilia, who is a featherweight champion of the world, where the lightweights just might be too big, too strong for him, then that stardom that Ilia has kind of fades away, and that big fight, that big mega fight that we could potentially have between him and Islam goes away. So I wouldn't necessarily say we should give him a tune-up match, and I wouldn't necessarily say that Islam Makhachev is going to be up for fighting another featherweight, because already Islam Makhachev's resume doesn't really hold up to a lot of other great lightweights, unfortunately, and that's not his fault. You know, we already broke that down ad nauseum, so we're not going to break it down right now. But at the end of the day, it's still a big fight, you know, because Islam, number one pound for pound, a really great fighter. We got Ilia, who already knocked out two GOATs, Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway. So we're really not sure exactly what would be next for him other than the champ. There's been speculation about possibly Conor McGregor, which I do not see. That would not be really great for Conor. Plus, I don't think Conor can make even 155 anymore at this level. You know, like, I don't know. It's just we cannot talk about Conor anymore. It's just so bad to talk about that, and it's sad too, because I was watching some highlights of Conor McGregor, watching some things of Conor McGregor back in the day of 2015, 16, and such like that. And it was such a glorious time to be a fight fan at that time when he was around. It was just so much excitement going on. But now it's really depressing to see what's happening with Conor. Really, really depressing. So we're not going to talk about him anymore. Regarding Ilia again, I can't see anything other than a championship fight. Really, that's going to really make us go, hey, okay. Still won't be that surprised, but it's something. Other than that, a potential matchup with Charles Oliveira, it's fun, but I wouldn't be that much surprised. A number one contender fight against Arman Tsarukyan, maybe. You never know. So I don't know. I really don't know what would be surprising to us. Maybe it's not even a fight at all. Maybe it's just some kind of special announcement that he's doing, that he's signing with a liquor company, or he's opening a new business or something. Maybe he's partnering with somebody, we do not know. But whatever the case may be, I still would love to know when he's going to fight, because he has not fought since October, and I would love for him to fight soon. I wouldn't want him to wait too long to get too rusty, even though it might not be that bad of an idea like John Jones. You know, John Jones waited 3 years and to put that size on. But, you know, from what we're hearing, Ilia Topuria already walks around like at 190, 185 or something. So it doesn't necessarily seem like he needs to put that much size on. He seems like he's already a big guy, and he just needs to doesn't need to cut that much more weight. Maybe we'll go into that division a little bit more comfortable. So we do not know, guys. We do not know. As far as Islam Makhachev goes, there's been speculation that maybe Justin Gaethje might get that title shot. You know, we already know Arman Tsarukyan was supposed to get that title shot back in January, but we all know what happened there. Back issues, but then again, speculation says that it was weight issues, and that's why they're not too keen on giving Arman Tsarukyan a title shot right away. Now, would Justin Gaethje be a deserving title contender? Maybe. You know, he did get a title shot not that long ago against Charles Oliveira, which he got wiped out with. And it'll be, I guess the only thing that's really making us want to see is because we know Justin Gaethje will go in there and he will fight. You know, he's not someone that gives up easy. It will be somewhat similar to the Dustin Poirier and Islam Makhachev fight. You know, those guys just don't give up. They don't give up whatsoever. These guys like to give it, throw it all, leave it all on the line, and it's not an easy walk in the park for Islam Makhachev, because you know Justin Gaethje can wrestle a little bit and Justin Gaethje can really strike. We all seen that. So you never know. Is it potential that Justin Gaethje can actually beat him? It's highly unlikely just due to Islam Makhachev's skill level. But nonetheless, I still would like to see it. Do I feel like it's going to be next? No. But with that being said, what will be next? Charles Oliveira, that Islam Makhachev pretty much just dominated with a flawless victory to win the championship belt, or Arman Tsarukyan, which the UFC has already said they're not going to give him. So what would be next? Ilia Topuria, that Islam Makhachev is not too keen on giving him a shot. So it sounds like it might be Justin Gaethje. Now with the rest of the division, what we got for Dustin Poirier? Well, Dustin Poirier, the rumor around the campfire from Beneil Dariush is that it's already been set in stone that he's going to be facing Max Holloway for his retirement fight, and looks like they want to do it in Dustin Poirier's hometown of possibly Louisiana or wherever he is from. I believe it's somewhere in that region. So I would love that, even though Dustin Poirier had already beaten Max Holloway 2 times, and we did not know what would be the point of a third. But at the end of the day, it's still a very fun fight. It's Dustin Poirier's last fight that he wants to do. He wants to finish the fight. So I don't know. Like, come on, why not? Why not? We want to see it again. I mean, Max Holloway's probably gotten a lot better since then. We all remember when they fought each other for that interim lightweight championship a couple years back. Max Holloway just went up in weight in almost a short notice fight where he did lose, but he still put up a really good fight. Now Max Holloway looks like he put on the weight. We saw what he was able to do to Justin Gaethje in that crazy knockout. So maybe he would actually give Dustin Poirier a much more tougher fight. And I'm sure with him possibly wanting to get a championship belt, we're gonna in the lightweight division, we're gonna see Max Holloway actually leave it all on the octagon as well. Like, he's not trying to go away. He's actually trying to stay a long time. So he's gonna try to do his best to perform at his very best to get that title shot potentially down the line. So we already talked about Michael Chandler going against Paddy Pimblett, which is a great fight. We do not know what's gonna happen with Michael Chandler. If he does just so happen to lose, it's still gonna be a tough fight for him. But you know, he's getting up there in age. And you know, we're not sure what else he has left in the tank if this does go down the way it does go down. As far as Arman Tsarukyan goes, I feel like they should just do another #1 contender fight with him and either Ilia Topuria or Charles Oliveira. That's just my personal opinion, because Arman Tsarukyan is a very much deserving challenger, but it just sounds like he has a weight issue. And with that being said, the UFC is never going to really be all that determined to give you a title shot if you have this weight issue. And so this gives them one more chance to show everybody, like, hey, the weight issue is not a problem. I had a bad weight cut. I had a bad training camp. This time I'm on point. I'm ready to go. And with him going against possibly Ilia Topuria or Charles Oliveira and showing his dominance, because we all know that Charles Oliveira fight, if that would have went 5 rounds, who knows what the fight would have been like. Who knows how it would have went, because Charles Oliveira was actually doing not too bad, but he still did lose. So I don't know, guys. We got to see what happens. But that's the state of the lightweight division. It's crazy. There's a lot of great potential fights that could happen, a lot of exciting fights that could happen. So, you know, let's all wait and see what happens as we continue watching on. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.